All right, a brand new show is giving viewers an up-close look at the lives of police officers in real time.
On Patrol Live follows multiple departments across the country with live cameras. I had a chance to sit down with the host of the show, journalist Dan Abrams, to talk about what you can expect and why so many agencies were willing to take part in this.
So we had a deputy that attempted to make a traffic stop on a suspect, and the suspect did not want to stop, and he fled the scene.
We have longtime journalist Dan Abrams joining us. Dan, the show is called On Patrol Live. Set the stage for us. What happens?
We're going to be following 8 police departments around the country in real time, live. And we're going to bounce between them, depending on what's happening in the various departments. And I think that this really does show people exactly what it's like to be a police officer. Meaning, those of us in the news media tend to cover high-profile events when it comes to law enforcement. But the reality is the vast majority of what law enforcement does is not high-profile. And it is the ordinary day-to-day work that cops do. And that's what this show showcases.
Dan, there's a lot of risk in this, though. Let's say you're checking in live with a department who's responding to a sensitive call, maybe involving domestic violence or children. How do you handle those situations?
So that's why we have a slight delay. If there is something that happens where there's a child on camera that we want to make sure that that child doesn't get shown, etc. If someone makes an allegation against somebody else that's libelous, if there's an undercover officer who's caught on a shot, these are all reasons that we have a small delay that allows us to deal with that kind of situation.
Dan, what do you hope viewers take away from a show like this?
I think a lot of people will realize, who don't know that much about policing, that policing is a lot more complex than a lot of people believe. And I hope that it will provide people with a better understanding of what it's like to be a police officer. Now, that doesn't mean it's always good, right? There are going to be things that people are going to see as part of this show where they'll say, I don't think that police officer should have done that. Fair enough. But at least they will get a bigger picture perspective of what it's like to be a police officer in America.